Well, please bear with me as I just do one more little video thing, I've actually got it's the daytime, so I've got my clothes on and brushed my hair, which is a change, isn't it? But what I need to say really is that, you see, the whole purpose of me sort of plunging into doing this is that I can't go out or anything really now and tell these people who are in despair and addicted on the side of the road and stuff like that, that they what's helped me so terribly, I mean, not going on and on about it, but just showing them, trying to show them and say to them, you are completely irreplaceable in the heart of Christ. You yourself, and he would have died just for you alone, and it doesn't matter what state you're in, we need, he's there, he just wants to pour his love and his healing and his understanding, and he wants to pour everything into you and to help you be who you really are, who he called you to be. We worry that, sort of coming to Jesus means he's going to take over or something. Well, he's quite on the contrary. He builds you into who you are really, truly in him, not your false self that's all mixed up and in a mess, but a more truer self. And I'm beginning to learn that, but oh my goodness, what a journey, And I know what it's like to be not know anything about Christ or the church or faith or anything, and to be in a complete emotional and moral mess, and how you feel like that, But I mean, I didn't sort of sit down at the side of the road. I sort of covered mine up nicely with a bit of sticking plaster that fell apart every now and again in a nervous breakdown. Thank God it did, because the Lord was trying to show me that it's all right to open all the rooms in your house to him. In fact, we need to, He loves you that much, you couldn't do it for anybody else. But anyway, I can't do it now going out, and I mustn't go on now. You know what I'm talking about. So now I haven't got a family here in the flat, although a lovely family, but they're all scattered about and they're not my own children. I'm not married. So I just want to put it out there somehow for somebody who it may help, who has felt like I used to feel years ago, and just it could, maybe some aspect of this could be a little pointer for them in their unique journey, because everybody's got a unique journey of faith, haven't they? Like they have a unique relationship with God. So, but the biggest thing, I call it a thing, I just really, words are going to be very hopeless in this regard. The most help that I've had in my life, I've really not mentioned anywhere, even though I've mentioned some things in that talk, written part about how I got out of depression, obviously, and aspects of my faith I've mentioned, the cross and things, but this I've never talked about, because it's so huge and fundamental and so vital, and it's so difficult to put into words, and any other person who believes the same as me would know what I'm talking about when I say that. But I felt, no, it's important that I say something about this in a very, very poor way. I'm not trying to sermonise or be theological or anything, but just how it is and was for me. Then it may be a little pointer for them, because years ago I was searching for God. I think we all are in one way or another, aren't we? And I obviously searched for him in the wrong ways, and that is searching for happiness, I suppose, and wholeness. And I had deliberately decided I needed to find God, and gone to different churches, different faiths and everything like that. Anyway, one day I walked into a Catholic church that happened to be open, just nobody in it. I just sat at the back, and as I had done in other places, and there was just the flickering of the sanctuary lamp, at the front. But my goodness, there was something different here, you see. In my turmoil and darkness, I suppose, yet I was able to discern a very deep, abiding, peaceful, calm presence. a loving presence, a little bit frightening presence, because I was in a mess, don't forget, but nevertheless not too frightening that I didn't know it was sort of like inviting and very, very benign. And anyway, it made such an impression on me that I thought I'd better learn about what this faith church believes and everything. Anyway, I won't go into all that. You can all look up. There's wonderful people speak about it in many better ways than I could. And there's some wonderful writings and videos and CDs and stuff like that if you do want to follow it up. But the thing is that I just want to say the astounding factor that Jesus Christ, risen now, alive, is truly and completely and totally present in the Blessed Sacrament of the altar in the Catholic Church. You know, that piece of bread, you think, well, what's that? You know, when you're not a Catholic, but and you think, oh no, you know, at first you might think, I'm talking about how it was for me from my heart. I sort of knew it was there, or there's something enormously special about this. Somehow God was specially there, but I couldn't have said what, how or why, and neither could I begin to say it now. I mean, there's all sorts of miracles and explanations, you know, and all this transubstantiation and all that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say to you, the huge factor of my life is that Jesus, I know, is truly present there, completely. And that he, in Holy Communion, he wants to come right in and share every aspect of our life, to enhance it, to help us, to heal us, that we're not alone anymore. I can't put it in words. To give us an entirely new life, actually, a life that stretches out into eternity. Amazing love and healing, and not all at once. You know, we always want to be all at once, zapped and made okay, but no, it's a day-to-day affair. It's daily bread, the bread of the altar. I am the bread of life, John 6, you know, and all that, and some wonderful writings about it. But one of the things I'd like to say about it is something that a writer called Eugene Boylan, in that wonderful spiritual classic that This Tremendous Lover wrote about. And he said that Christ is our full supplement and perfect complement. And it doesn't matter what state we're in, how lacking we are, how naff we are, or I don't know what the words are for it. He said it's like a torn piece of paper, you know, it doesn't matter how small the bit of paper that is you is. He wants to come in great humility and gentleness, even though he's Almighty God, and he wants to build up and heal and renew and be with you and journey with you and make you whole. Just like two torn pieces of paper, our full complement of perfect supplement. And we've got nothing good of ourselves, have we, if we're really honest? If we dare to be honest, we daren't be honest when we don't know we're completely loved. But if we dare be honest, we know we're terribly, terribly lacking at best and quite bad at worst. Well, we all are. You know, anyway, I won't go into all that, but we're wounded with sin. I mean, it's an old-fashioned word, but it's the truth. And anyway, I won't go into all that, but I want to tell you that's why I want to go every day if I can to Holy Mass, which is like the ever-present Calvary, not done over and over, but the same one, because God is ever-present, isn't he? Everything's in the present moment with God. And he really comes into you. And coupled with that, I must talk about the sacrament of reconciliation or confession, because, you know, there he's equally truly present in that, and he pours his like precious blood over the areas that you open up to him, and you can open up a bit more and more as life goes on, you know, and not just that, but he like gives you the strength to try and try and do better at it, you know. And it's no good going to Holy Communion if you're really set on doing things that are not loving, that you know it can't be reconciled with His truth. There's no good going, is it? It would be wrong, but I mean, it would be hurtful to you or hurtful to Him, and it would do no good. But this wonderful sacrament's there, no matter what we've done, always there. But I just want to witness to the sacraments because He is living now in them, like He did in Galilee. And I'm not a Catholic, I'm not a lifelong Catholic, I'm a convert, but I have discovered this, and I would honestly, willingly die for that truth. And so I'm putting this out there in the hope that somebody who maybe is thinking of God, maybe not, maybe might get hold of it somehow. This isn't really for other Catholics because they know, you know, but anyway, I just felt everything I did or witnessed to or tried to reach out in was incomplete if I didn't just say that little bit about that. Thank you.